All right, welcome to the day one body challenge routines. I'm going to give you a brief description of each and then show you how to go through them. All right, so the first routine that you're going to have an option to choose. Now, first, I want you to know that out of the routines I'm going to cover, you're going to pick one of the options and you're going to do them on that day. You're not going to try to go through all of the various options on the same day. Each week, you want to pick a different option so that way you're doing something different every time. All right, with that being said, the first one is what I call a density workout or a density day, where you're going to have 3 little blocks of time, and each time you're trying to go through each of those once. You're trying to get as many rounds as possible in each of the exercises or the combinations that we have on there. Now, when it comes to these abbreviations you're going to see on the charts and so on, the AMRAP, A-M-R-A-P, is an abbreviation for as many rounds as possible. So in this one, you're going to set a stopwatch or a timer for 10 minutes, and you're counting down. And pretty much you're letting the time count down. You're going to do what I call a pyramid repetition scheme, where you're going to do 2 push-ups, then go and do 2 burpees. Then you're going to do 4 push-ups, then 4 burpees, 6 push-ups, 6 burpees, then back down to 4, 4, then 2 and 2. You continue to go through that sequence as many rounds as possible as you can get in 10 minutes. Now, one full round is when you go from 2 up to 6 and then back down to 2. So every time you switch off exercises, it does not count as a round. So here you're just focusing on moving back and forth between these 2 exercises as hard and fast as you can for 10 minutes. Now with this, after you do your 10-minute segment, you can take up to 5 minutes in between before you do round number 2 or segment number 2. So take some rest afterwards, then you go and do the next one, which is 10 minutes of straight ball slams. Then the video demonstration I give you is not going to be what I call a true ball slam. Not all of the gym facilities you guys may be using will have balls that don't bounce. So instead of having you potentially break your nose, I'm going to show you a modified version where your goal is to try to get up as high as you can and then down as fast as you can to tap the ball to the ground without letting it go, back and forth as quick as you can for that 10-minute time frame. And obviously you're going to be getting tired and fatigued. You're going to have to take a break at some point. That's fine. Just don't lose track of your repetitions and just try to keep on going. Now the third segment is only 5 minutes, so you're finishing it off after you take some rest, after your ball slams, just finishing off with 5 minutes of jump rope or jumping jacks, your pick. If you're not so coordinated and you know you're going to tear your body up, do the jumping jacks. If you've got pretty good hand-eye coordination, you think you can take it, and you really want to challenge yourself, then go for the jump rope. All right, that's the end of the density day workout. Now following the workout, you can do an additional 15 to 25 minutes of some light cardio just to keep your endurance going. Enough where you can keep a conversation going, but you're not trying to go so hard that you're going to kill yourself. Okay, your next workout is the jumping Jill workout instead of jumping jacks. So in this one, you want to grab a jump rope and you're going to need a box or a bench to do some step-ups on. And so that's all you're going to need. So just 50 jump rope rotations, trying to keep the body going. Doesn't matter if you skip a step or however you choose to do it, just as long as you're getting your jump rope in there is all that matters. Then you're going to go for burpees after that. 10 burpees. You want to get a nice push-up at the bottom and a jump at the top. Then after those, you're going to go for 15 box jumps. You want a box that's about 18 inches high. You don't need anything much higher than that. Or you can do step-ups if you're not confident that you're going to be able to get 15 good quality jumps on there. So this one is a little different. You're just going to be repeating for 3 to 5 sets. So you're trying to go through 50 jump rope rotations, 10 burpees, 15 box jumps or step-ups, 3 rounds up to 5 rounds. You would take a minute rest in between rounds, but in between each exercise, there's no rest. You go from one to the other. One to the other, no rest. You're not trying to catch your breath. You're trying to breathe and work through it. If you're playing in your game, you know, there's a ground ball. If somebody's on you, they're about to double team you. You don't have time to catch your breath. Even if you're admitting you just ran downfield from the other end, you know, you got to keep moving. You got to get it going. So this is conditioning your body to get used to situations like that. All right. Again, that is the jumping Jill workout. Okay, now we have your third option, the RPP workout. RPP standing for running, pushing, and pulling. And pretty much that's what your exercise is going to entail. So your first segment, you're trying to run a quarter mile on a treadmill. Just pretty much trying to set that speed for anywhere between 6.5 miles an hour to 8 miles an hour. Go as quick as you can. Get through that quarter mile. Then once you hop off, you're going to do the dumbbell squat push press. Use some 10-pound dumbbells. These you're going to be going for 15 repetitions. Come off of those. Find an assisted pull-up machine. You're going to go for 15 repetitions on there. So on the assisted machines, you got to find a weight that you're going to select on there that's going to enable you to be able to do the 15 repetitions. So if you weigh 100 pounds and you're only strong enough to do 50, then you would set the pin for 50 pounds. Because whatever number you put on the machine, that's how much is taken off of your body weight. And again, we have an AMRAP routine here where you're going for as many rounds as you can get in 10 minutes. So with this, you're going to have anywhere between 15 to 25 seconds rest in between exercises. Unlike the jumping Jill workout, this one you're definitely going to need that rest in between. So again, 10 minutes is what you're shooting for. As many rounds as possible as you can get. Definitely post how many rounds you get onto the Facebook page or on the comment section in the article. All right, now the last challenge in the density day workouts is the interval challenge. Now I must say this one is a very tough one to get through for a few reasons, but let me just go down the routine so you can get the gist of it. You're going to do 12 burpees, push up at the bottom with a jump at the top, then 24 push-ups, 36 squats, making sure you're getting down to your thighs are parallel to the ground, butt as low to the ground as you can get with your heels flat. Then a quarter-mile run. You can do it on the treadmill or at the track, doesn't matter. Just doing that run as fast as you can. Your goal is to repeat this series of exercises 4 times as fast as you can. And with this one, you'll set a stopwatch. You can start it as soon as you start your first burpee. Then you stop at the moment you're done your last run. Then you see how fast you've gone through it all. I think a good idea would be for you guys to post your times in the comment section here in the article or on the Facebook page. Even better would be if you linked it to a video, having somebody video you going through it and having that linked in there with your time as well too, to see who is in the tip-top shape out of those of you who are reading this article and who are watching this video. This is a type of program and workout that's going to bring you to your best ability on the field. And so I really think only the best who are out there are going to be even the ones going through this. So that's the interval challenge. All right. Okay, now let's go through the descriptions of the various exercises I've outlined. First, the assisted pull-ups here. As I mentioned earlier, select the weight. That's going to take off a percentage of your body weight. Make sure your arms are straight at the bottom. Pull them up, then pulling up all the way to the top, getting your elbows underneath your shoulders. Nice full stretch on each. All right, the squats here, going low enough that your thighs are parallel with the ground, with your heels staying flat on the ground. Heels don't come off, again, getting all the way down. Squat push press with a set of dumbbells. As you're coming up, you're extending the elbows and the knees as straight as you can, going down to the elbows tap the thighs, keeping the torso nice and tall. Box jumps, hopping up with both feet, stepping down. Hopping up, then stepping down. Use your arms to generate your force and your momentum so that way you're working the whole body together. Step ups, you can use the same bench. If the box jumps bug you, so every time you go up, you're going up with a different leg. Jumping jacks, simple enough. Or you can alternate it with a jump rope. The modified ball slams, you're going up and down as fast as you can, tapping the ball to the ground and reaching up as high as you can. Don't slam the ball unless you know for sure it will not bounce. Okay, here for the burpees, you're going down, kick the legs back, go into a push-up, then in one motion come up and jump. Down, kick the legs back, do a push-up, up and jump. Those are your burpees. Make sure you get the push-up on each. And lastly, the regular push-ups here, you can go from the toes, pause at the bottom, then back up. Make sure your elbows are nice and straight, keeping your torso nice and straight. Or if those aren't possible for you, you can do them from your knees, which is just fine as long as you keep your torso straight and you don't stick your butt out. Go down until the chest taps the ground and then back up. So that way you're still getting a full range of motion in your elbows and shoulders.